Right now you feel perfectly still, but you are clinging to a tiny rock, hurtling through space at thousands of miles an hour. We live our entire lives on this one small world, and it feels impossibly huge to us. But compared to everything else that is out there, it is almost nothing at all. So just how big is the universe, really? The honest answer is almost impossible for a human mind to hold. We are going to zoom outward, one step at a time, until the scale becomes almost unbearable. Each leap will make the one before it look almost laughably tiny. And every single thing you are about to see is completely verifiably true. Let's begin right where you are, standing on the surface of the Earth. Our planet feels enormous. A fast jet still needs an entire day to fly all the way around it. Its oceans are vast, its mountains tower over us, and we have barely explored all of it. Hold on to that feeling of size because we are about to leave it far, far behind. Now let's pull back, out past the moon, and turn to face our sun. The sun is so unimaginably large that more than 1,000,000 Earths could fit inside it. Next to it, our entire world shrinks to a single tiny dot. If you tried to drive there, it would take you over 100 years without ever stopping. And its light and warmth are the only reason any life on Earth is possible at all. And yet, astonishingly, the sun is just an ordinary, average-sized star. Zoom out further, and our whole solar system finally comes into view. Sunlight, the fastest thing in existence, takes 8 whole minutes just to reach us. To reach the outer edge of the solar system, that same light travels for many hours. Our fastest spacecraft has flown for over 45 years, and has only just slipped past the edge. If the Earth were a tiny peppercorn, the sun would be a grapefruit, a whole city block away. And almost all of the space in between is completely, silently empty. And far beyond the planets, a vast shell of icy comets surrounds us for trillions of miles. Now for the first truly staggering jump all the way to the very next star. Its light takes more than 4 years to reach us, racing toward us the entire way. To send a message there and get a reply would take you most of a decade. If our sun were a single grain of sand, the nearest star would be another grain miles away. Between them lies nothing but cold, dark, and utterly empty space. The universe, it turns out, is mostly just emptiness. Shrink the whole galaxy down, and its stars would be like a few bees lost across all of Europe. And here is where reality starts to get genuinely strange. Because light takes time to travel, you never actually see space as it is right now. You only ever see it as it once was, deep in the past. In a very real way, the night sky is a window looking backward through time. The farther away something is, the further back in time you are actually looking. Some of the faint light reaching your eyes tonight left its source before Earth even existed. Now we zoom out so far that our entire sun becomes just a single point of light. It joins hundreds of billions of other stars in our home galaxy, the Milky Way. It is so wide that light itself takes 100,000 years to cross from one side to the other. And our sun sits out in a quiet, unremarkable arm far from the bright center. At the very heart of our galaxy sits a supermassive black hole, millions of times heavier than the sun. There may be billions of planets in our galaxy alone, many of them a lot like our own. Everything you have ever known is a speck, inside this single galaxy. Surely this must be close to the whole universe. But we are barely even getting started. Zoom out yet again, and the entire Milky Way shrinks to a single glowing smudge. It is just one of hundreds of billions of galaxies and quite possibly trillions. Each one holds its own vast ocean of billions or even trillions of stars. Our nearest large neighbor, Andromeda, is silently falling toward us across the dark. When you look up with bare eyes, you see only a few thousand nearby stars. Every single one of them is just our own tiny local handful. And these galaxies gather into enormous clusters, strung across the cosmos like a glowing web. Our galaxy belongs to a colossal supercluster so vast it has barely even been mapped. Try to picture every grain of sand on every single beach across the entire planet. Now imagine somehow counting them all, one by one. It is an unthinkable number. And yet the stars in the universe may be just as many or even more. Every one of those countless stars could have entire worlds of its own. It is a number so enormous that our brains simply cannot truly picture it. Finally, we zoom out as far as it is even possible to see. This is the observable universe, around 93 billion light-years across. It contains everything whose light has had time to reach us since the very beginning. Beyond that boundary, light simply has not had enough time to ever arrive. Light from its farthest edge has traveled for over 13 billion years to find us. From the outside, all of human history would be invisible, a flicker on a single dust mote. But here is the part that truly breaks the human mind. This is only the part we can actually see. It is not the whole universe. Beyond our horizon, the universe stretches on, far larger than we could ever observe. It may even be truly infinite, going on and on without any end at all. Everything we have just traveled through could be a single bubble in something endless. We may never know its true size because we can only ever see our own small bubble. And now the most haunting truth of all? Space itself is not standing still. It is stretching, growing larger every single second. The most distant galaxies are being carried away faster than light can ever travel, which means we can never reach them and never even send a single signal their way. We are sealed inside a slowly shrinking island of everything we will ever touch. Most of the universe is, and always will be, completely beyond us. And it is slowly getting worse, over spans of time we can barely imagine. The expansion is actually speeding up, pulling the distant galaxies ever further away. One by one, over billions of years, they will slip past our horizon and simply vanish. In the far future, the sky will hold nothing but our own lonely galaxy. Every distant galaxy will fade from sight, leaving behind an emptier, darker cosmos, which means we are alive in an astonishingly lucky moment in time. Right now, the universe is still close enough to see and to begin to understand. We exist in the rare age when the cosmos still openly tells its own story. Beings born too late might look up and see nothing but their own single galaxy. They would never even know that billions of other galaxies had ever existed. But we get to look up and witness the whole vast, glowing cosmos. To be able to look up and grasp even a piece of this is a gift almost beyond belief. So the next time you feel small, remember what you truly are. You are a tiny speck, on a speck, lost in an ocean of countless galaxies. But you are also the universe itself, somehow looking back at its own staggering size. And for one brief shining moment, you get to understand just how vast it all really is. Follow for your quick why.